All right, quick and easy way on how to make a few extra $100 a month, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to scale it up to a few thousand a month as well. I used to do this from 4th grade to 7th grade. My little brother's doing it now, so it definitely works. You don't need an insane skill level to do this. You don't need an education. It's pretty quick, easy, and simple. So the first thing you guys are gonna want to do is go to your neighbors, your family, and your friends, and find out who has junk. Okay. Who has stuff that's been in the garage for a while that they don't want anymore and they don't need, and you're an offer to take it up, to take it off their hands. It doesn't matter, whatever it is, just get it. Get as much stuff as possible. Don't be stingy, and don't think that you're not gonna be able to sell it. So you want to get as much free items as possible, right? And after you have these items, guys, you're gonna want to go on Craigslist, OfferUp, eBay, Amazon too, and figure out the market price. So what is the market price? It's the price that these items are generally selling for, the average price. And you're gonna want to list those items, if you want cash on OfferUp or Craigslist, or if you have a PayPal or something like that, then eBay. But you want to list these items a tiny bit lower than the average market price. And the reason for that is you don't want to be stingy. You don't want these items listed and posted for a long time. Your goal is to get rid of these items as soon as possible. So you want to list it a little bit lower than the market price. And this is all profit. You got these items for free. The next thing you're going to want to do is, find another crowd of people or find the same crowd of people and see if they're willing to give you any items for cheap price. Some people have junk and it's weird, psychological or something. They know they don't need it, but they don't want to give it away for free. But what they will do is give it to you for a very cheap price. So go to these people and try to pick up the items for a very cheap price. But this time around, make sure you do a little bit of research on what the item goes for. Don't just buy an item that you think is cheap, and you might actually end up paying more for it. Okay. And you want to, after that, you want to do the same thing. Go to eBay, Amazon, OfferUp, find the market price and list it a little bit lower. That way it sells. The goal is to create as much money as possible, and if you can get more items sold at a lower price, you're gonna make a lot more money than trying to be stingy and selfish and listing at a higher price and having it waiting on the market for a long time. So that's a few easy ways for you guys to make money. If you want to scale it up, you want to take it to the next level, here's what I did. One sec. There we go. So here's what I did. Once you have those profits from selling these items online, you're gonna actually want to go to a Chinese merchandise website. So DHgate, Alibaba, AliExpress, and figure out what's trending in your local area. What's what people in your age demographic want. What's the next big thing? What's trending, okay? And find that out. For me, in 4th grade, it was like iPhone cases. And then at one point, 7th grade, it was hats. In 9th grade, it was jewelry, necklaces, chains, watches. And you're gonna wanna, so make sure you figure this out. This is really key. This is probably the most complicated part. But find out what exactly it is. And you're gonna wanna, buy these items wholesale. So wholesale means you buy multiple items for a cheaper price. And because you're getting multiple, each item is cheaper. So buy these items. And then you're gonna wanna, so it's gonna take a few weeks because it's usually from China or whatever. And you're gonna wanna take these items and sell them to people friends, family, neighbors, classmates, and then use that. The key here is how you market it. And for me, I always chose the trending items so they sold very easily. But today's generation, you have social media, the number one place to market. So in 7th grade, I used to, promote hats. In 9th grade, I used to promote, I think they're silver plated chains on Facebook. Okay, and people from my local area, within like 30-mile radius, used to buy it. I used to ride my bike like 10 miles to go sell somebody a chain. So I'm not saying go do that. That might not be safe. Your parents might not want you doing that. But use social media to your advantage. You can even ship things out. You can meet up with people locally if you drive. If you're older than 16, you have your license. But market through social media and get these items sold. And it's important to really figure out what's trending. Because you find something that's trending and the product is good, and you have a pretty decent profit margin. you know, and it's affordable for people to buy, you're gonna make a lot of money. I made like 7,000 in 7th grade within like 2 months doing this, and that's like, I don't even know how old you are then, but you know, 7th grade. And my tip of advice for this is start at a high price, but you know, be negotiable. So when I started hats, I think I bought them for $4 a piece, and I was selling them at first for 30 bucks. Then I dropped the price to 25, dropped it to 20, and then when, you know, the market was saturated, everybody had hats already, people were figuring out that they can do the same thing, I sold them for 15. But at the end of the day, I was still profiting, you know, majorly. So that's the key. You know, come up with a set price. Maybe, you know, you don't want to sell it cheaper than 18, but start at 30, start at 35. You know, there's no harm in starting high, because the worst that's gonna happen is somebody says no, and then negotiate to 25, which is still higher than the original price 18 that you originally wanted to sell it for. So that's my, you know, tip of advice. You can definitely scale up, and once you do that, you know, you can really get smart and, you know, start an e-commerce business, or maybe even drop shipping. But that's a different topic. So that's my tip of the night. Hope you guys enjoy this tactic and decide to use it.